Zero support program and have noticed 76% of engaged workplaces have achieved a minimum of 10% reduction in commuting accidents. Also, 67% of participating organizations have reported a noticeable improvement in harsh management practices after Vision Zero training. In Lord of Rings, it is one ring. And this is what I want to share on behalf of my organization. And we are one in pursuit of Vision Zero. And pursuit of safety, which is red, health, which is blue, and well-being, which is green. In Lord of Rings, it is one ring to rule them all. But in Vision Zero, it is three rings to support them all. Three rings meaning the promotion of a prevention culture and the reduction of occupational accident and diseases and a paradigm shift towards safety, health, and well-being. I hope I put in order. So this is the three rings, what we mean for the safety, health, and well-being. So let me put down these three rings and let me ask our first speaker, Mr. Gillian Hamilton, who is a forerunner in Australia at promoting and implementing Vision Zero in business, to share with us how Vision Zero has changed your approach to occupational safety and health. The floor is yours.
Many thanks to ISSA, and thank you, Dr. Osman. Take leadership is the first Vision Zero rule. For me, I have always been concerned with the big picture. In fact, the whole picture. I am always considering why all these things exist and how they are connected together. I have dedicated my work to improving the human impacts of our work for all the people around the world. Such I have taken to install the humans into the circular economy. You will see in this presentation slide, for the first time, that humans have been added to the circular economy models. I know that in this slide, I start to engage leaders from the very highest position. We engage investors. Investors make decisions for all of our organizations around the globe. So this is where I leave you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Gillian, especially for highlighting the importance of leadership and human-centric approach of Vision Zero. Next, I invite Mr. Kevin Mani to report on the Vision Zero Workplace Initiative from Canada.
Good evening, everyone. My honor to present on behalf of Saskatchewan, talk about our journey. Our journey started in 2017. At that time, after 10 years of sustainable injury reductions, we hit a real injury plateau in our province. And so we started to do some research. We attended the Singapore World Congress in 2017, where we learned more about Vision Zero. We brought those concepts back to Saskatchewan, and there we go. We brought the concepts back to Saskatchewan, and we developed a new strategy in 2018 with a special focus on serious injuries and fatalities. That's one of the concepts we picked up about Vision Zero, is that it starts with people and ends with people. So we engaged a number of stakeholders, unions, employer associations, etc., safety associations, that sort of thing. And we developed these objectives behind us. There's a 3-year strategy at that time. These are our implementation targets that we had set, all data driven, and we look to partner with a number of organizations implement proven practices. And so two I want to point out that we're very proud of: firefighter cancer prevention. Shout out to the firefighters in the state of Ohio that helped us with that. Psychological injuries for first responders, reducing those durations. Shout out to the Edmonton Police Service for helping us with that. And then a special thank you to Western Health from Australia, who recently came to our province in May to help us tackle violence in healthcare. I'll end just by showing some of our statistics. Every year we do have about 2,500 serious injuries in our province. That goes back for over a decade. It was a flat line. And so we're slowly starting to move those stubborn numbers. You can see we're hitting around 2,300 now. Very slow to reduce those. And also our traumatic injuries are starting to reduce as well. And so thank you to ISSA for Vision Zero, for sharing all of the resources and for helping us with our journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin. Congratulations. You can see that how we managed to exceed the target and how's the progress of the implementation of Vision Zero in Canada. Now let's invite Mr. Patrick Siamvili to report on the Vision Zero movement in English-speaking Africa and the recent events that were held there. Mr. Siamvili.
Zambia was one of the first 4 African countries to launch the Vision Zero campaign. Following the implementation of the Vision Zero campaign, a safe work culture has been embraced by local communities in Zambia. In 2018, December to be particular, Zambia launched the National Vision Zero campaign. The launch took place in Livingstone, which is the tourist capital of Zambia, and a city that actually hosts one of the 7 wonders of the world, that is the Victoria Falls. The launch of the Vision Zero strategy in 2018 demonstrated commitment to the objectives of Vision Zero, the campaign against disease and the accident occurrence, taking into account the fact that many people in the workplace took matters of health and safety for granted. An award-winning Vision Zero song was composed and was sung at the national launch. This also became the song theme at Vision Zero sectoral launches, as well as other Vision Zero functions. Accident-prone industries have been brought on board. We have launched the Vision Zero campaign in the agriculture sector, tourism, mining, construction, transport, and energy. In September this year, Zambia hosted the 2nd edition of the Vision Zero Africa Conference. It was held in Livingstone. We had 31 speakers from all over the world, as well as 469 delegates. We continue to roll over the Vision Zero campaign in Zambia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick Siamvili. I think the commitment of Zambia in Africa region, especially in Vision Zero, is very promising. And I believe there are a few songs for Vision Zero that I think some of us have the privilege to listen to the song. Moving forward, we have my dear friend, Dr. Stephen Hussein, presenting on the German journey towards Vision Zero and the EU strategy on Vision Zero. The floor is yours.
Dear Dr. Rasman, ladies and gentlemen, I feel honored to share with you information about the journey of the German social accident insurance to a safer future for our workers towards zero accidents. Above all, it's a long way that DGOV has pursued Vision Zero since 2008. That is honored here and for which we would like to express our sincere thanks. Vision Zero is and remains a mindset with which success can be achieved in a wide variety of settings. The basic maxims of our strategy are: life is not negotiable. People make mistakes. Tolerance limits are the physical limit of humans, and people have a basic right to a safe working environment. These facts inevitably lead to a realization that if life is not negotiable and people make mistakes, then it is ethically unacceptable to pay for a mistake with the loss of a life or a serious injury. DGOV is an initiative organization of the Vision Zero approach in 2008. With this background, it doesn't come as a surprise that when we hosted the World Congress on Safety and Health at Work in 2014 in Germany, we chose Vision Zero as the main topic of the event. Sharing a vision of sustainable prevention was the theme of the Congress. We are one of the partners of the global launch of Vision Zero by ISSA in 2017 and invested a lot of manpower in preparing this global launch. And we have recommended Vision Zero as an umbrella for the EU WASH strategy in 2021 to 2027. And of course, in Germany, we promote awareness to Vision Zero in the German OST landscape, and we will launch initiatives to promoting Vision Zero within Germany in 2024 again. I have to admit that we are proud that the journey which began in Germany has made it around the world, coming back to Europe now and having an impact on social policies of the European Union. And now the question I have to answer, was it worth this journey around the world ticket? And the answer to this question, I would share a few figures with you. The figures are coming from the German Social Excellence Insurance Institution for Raw Materials and Chemical Industry, in brief EGRCI. In 2014, the management decided to set itself 7 goals which should be achieved within 10 years. Goal number 1 was the reduction of risk of accidents at work by 30%, and after 9 years, they have a very good way to achieve this goal. Another goal was the reduction of the number of new occupational accident pensions by 50%, and also here, the DGRCA is on a very good way and even exceeds its goal looking at the current numbers. But it's just one example, but it shows that it's worth the effort to step by step reduce accidents, harm, and work-related ill health. Sometimes the comment about Vision Zero is that it's a goal unrealistic. But I'm a labor inspector and I am not aware of a single accident that could not have been avoided. There is no doubt human beings make mistakes. But this does not mean that precautions to prevent harmful or even fatal consequences should not be taken. Therefore, and as we move forward, I encourage all stakeholders to embrace the principle of Vision Zero, to collaborate and make prevention a key priority. Then we make our workplaces safer and more sustainable. Thank you very much for your attention.
Very impressive, and I believe that we started the Vision Zero journey way back before the official launching in 2017 in Singapore. And I think reducing risk of accident by 30% since the implementation in 2014 seems possible based on the trend that you have showed us. I look forward to the result, better result in next World Congress, which will be in 3 years' time. Our next speaker will be Mr. Tom Levy to present how Hitachi Rail has made us of the VZAC environmental guide. Please.
Thank you very much, and it gives me a great pleasure to represent Hitachi Rail at this event. Unfortunately, Alfredo Tomasoni, our General Group Manager, would be here to accept. So they started the journey with a pilot program in the Italian plants. Hitachi Rail manufacture rolling stock, We deliver signaling and transportation systems and provide solutions all around the world. The rolling stock facilities in Italy are one of the most advanced facilities in the world. And this pilot, although it's fair to say we are in the infancy stage, will be rolled out all around the world. At the moment, we're going through a merger, so that is going to is some stall to that. But I just want to share with you some of the initiatives or some of the kind of focus areas or the benefits that Hitachi Rail has observed through this initiative. You know, everybody understands and knows about ISO standards. The feedback from Fred and his team, this framework, it was far easier to follow, and you don't need to be a dedicated HE professional to understand. It's also simple to apply by smaller organizations and companies without that need for that expertise and to share environmental requirements. There's strong guidance for self-assessment and identification of improvement areas in comparison with those other standards. So it's very helpful to lead an organization on best practice. In engaging with top management as well, they found the interviews, the discussions with top management were a very positive understanding of what the overall goal was to achieve, without being too complex, and they gained a lot of understanding, which helps that commitment part, that buy-in, understanding why, and which leads into our action planning and actually delivering on the results. The criteria to look at maturity and where we are at a periodic basis really provided a good standard and measurement results of where they are. One angle that we also looked at was the engagement of contractors. So establishing a framework and influencing our contractors to implement some best practices. Within internally the supply chain as well, and that whole life cycle of the products that we deliver, the services that we supply to the end users. It's highly valuable to understand what we need to discharge, what we need to do to discharge our obligations, but also our expectations to influence our contractors. So that's all. Thank you very much.
Can see that that is a remarkable achievement, and I believe the pilot project demonstrates the advantages of Vision Zero environment guide as a tool to incorporate prevention culture at the company level. So before the award ceremony, last but not least, let's invite Mr. Cesar Herrera to talk about the Vision Zero movement in Latin America. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hassman. Hace un par de años, a una persona que está aquí, el señor Hans Koskolewski, conocimos la estrategia de Visión Cero en América Latina y a partir de ahí nos trazó una visión bastante importante. Y era agitar con fuerza la bandera de Visión Cero en América Latina. Y a partir de ahí, con el apoyo también del señor durante estos años de Bernd Treichel, hemos hecho un recorrido por todos los países, gran parte de los países de América Latina, promoviendo esta filosofía de vida que promulga la Asociación Nacional de Profesionales en Salud, Seguridad y Ambiente. Y como ven en esta diapositiva, son 5 o 6 países donde hemos estado impulsando y promoviendo esta estrategia que básicamente es salvar vidas. Y eso lo hacemos a través de una asociación de profesionales en salud, seguridad y ambiente que trabajan sin cansancio para llevar todos estos contenidos de valor para salvar vidas durante el trabajo. Así que hemos estado en diferentes países, hemos hecho días Visión Cero, hemos hecho talleres, hemos involucrado a la universidad, a las empresas, a las instituciones, al sector privado de una manera masiva, en que conozcan, diseñen e implementen toda esta guía pues, que es de facilidad para todos nosotros. Así que muy agradecido pues, con Visión Cero por esto. Tenemos una visión grande de continuar masificando esta estrategia a las universidades, a las administradoras de riesgos laborales y sobre todo a las comunidades. Nuestra asociación promueve la salud, la seguridad y el ambiente en las comunidades. Y esta filosofía ha sido una herramienta de muchísimo valor para salvar vidas en nuestro país y de manera particular en América Latina. Así que muchísimas gracias por...
Thank you, Mr. Cesar Herrera. I believe that the journey of Vision Zero in Latin America with your commitment and also with the cooperation within the region will be better in future. So thank you to all the speakers. I believe that we have to rush them, just limit them for 3 minutes because we have a second part which I think everyone is waiting for the award, ISSA award ceremony. So let me take this opportunity to thank all the panelists for their interesting contribution. Now allow me to commence the ISSA award ceremony by extending our appreciation to each of you, representatives of your organization, with an award recognizing your exceptional dedication and commitment to the Vision Zero initiative. For this purpose, I would like to ask Bernd Trackel from the ISSA Secretariat to now take over and announce the awardees. Over to you, Bernd. Oh, he's behind me. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Osman, and thank you, everyone. Very impressive results that we're going to present and that we have already heard. So, Dr. Osman, I can invite you to come to the other side. And so let's commence the Vision Zero Award Ceremony 2023. So the first one to get the award is, of course, the fabulous Gillian Hamilton from Australia, representing Australia and having brought Vision Zero to Australia. She has been quite instrumental and has promoted Vision Zero in many, many Australian companies. Thank you very much. So we have some balloons here because everybody who's award winner gets some balloons. So let's make it a little bit more fun, all right? Because you're not dead people after all. So the next in line, I see Cesar Herrera. So Cesar Herrera, please receive your award from Dr. Osman. You guys, you can really keep these balloons right in their heads. It's really safe. Patrick Siampili, Workers' Compensation Board from Zambia, please receive your award. Okay, since we are in line, yes, very good. So then Hitachi Tom Leary, please. Who wants to be next? So, Dr. Hussi. So, have I missed out anyone now? Okay, Carrie Mooney, please, on behalf of Saskatchewan Workers' Compensation Board, please. Okay, that's wonderful. Now I think we need some music, right? So the next one of the awardees that are not on stage, and I would invite you to actually stand there in the back, not sit there, because otherwise it's so static, okay? So we're gonna make it a little bit more fun. And the next one to receive the ISSA Vision Zero Award is Ms. Dr. Alexander Hadzik from Cruz in Poland, together with Magdalena Wachnicka-Witzko. Please come on stage as well. Cruz has done an absolutely amazing work. Music, please. Cruz has done absolutely amazing work. They have carried out 46,000 preventions. They have reached 1,400,000 participants and have managed to reduce the accident rate in agriculture by a staggering 15%. So, please, a warm round of applause. So the next awardee is Pakistan. The Ministry of Labour and Human Resources Department of Punjab, and it is Mr. Zahid Mohammed. Please come on stage. Please. So Pakistan has done something quite amazing. They have adopted a new Punjab prevention strategy. And we have a commitment from the Secretary of Labour and Human Resources Department, who says we are committed to ensure an OSH culture at workplaces by launching the Punjab prevention strategy on safety, health and well-being at our workplaces and by taking necessary preventative steps. Now, this is not everything, because Pakistan has reached almost 45,000 people through media campaigns, through SMS, digital media, print media, radio, and have also been into factories to spread Vision Zero and the 7 Golden Rules. Please give a warm round of applause. So, I switch to French. Alors, notre prochain awardee, c'est M. Charles Kouassi, le directeur général de la Côte d'Ivoire. Comme il n'a pas pu être ici, on a M. Ahmed Bamba. Bonjour Ahmed. Qui va recevoir le prix on his behalf. So the CNPS, thank you. The CNPS has launched the Vision Zero Africa right after the Global Vision Zero launch. We had 1,400 participants, 28 countries, and then they have continued doing their Vision Zero training. They trained their Vision Zero prevention agents. So 65 prevention agents trained, 1,180 companies reached, and they have established over 400 focal points in the country. So please, a warm round of applause. So our next awardee is the AAA Luxembourg. Please come on stage, Mr. Claude Sabert. Okay. So, all right, so Luxembourg has done something quite amazing. They had Vision Zero, but they already established just when we launched it. So they used the 7 Golden Rules and they managed a reduction of 15% of their accident frequency rate already by 2019. Then came COVID. During COVID, we managed a 34% reduction, but since COVID is a little bit unmeasurable. Now we're targeting 20% reduction of electrical frequency rate once the data for 2022 is there. I think that deserves a warm round of applause. So now we have Mr. Siya Singh, Commissioner for Workplace Safety and Health Singapore, together with Mr. Abu Bakar, Chairman of the Workplace Safety and Health Council of Singapore. So, let you know why Singapore is receiving an award. Look at these numbers. They have managed since 2004 to have a reduction of accident fatality rates of 77%. Now I think that also deserves one round of applause. You know you can kick these balloons. Come on, let's kick them. Yeah. Yeah, all right, good. Let's make it a little bit lively. So the next award goes to Andresa Hernandez. I haven't seen, but Andresa Hernandez? Yes, all right, lovely. On the other side. So Siemens has done quite a remarkable thing. Siemens is, of course, a dealer in safety and health. They have used Vision Zero to integrate it into their already existing Zero Harm program and have reached remarkable figures. Have reached over 200,000 employees, covering 95% of their workforce. And their global ambition for 2025 is to have a 30% reduction. Thank you very much. Please go on. So, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Paul Ellis from the International Mine Association. They were the first to actually issue Vision Zero Award, so we are copying that. And we were motivators and members of the Vision Zero community from the beginning. So please give them a warm round of applause. Back to Europe, Mr. Tommy Aranco